Hi, this is Frances from Yoga Glue Studio. I'm going to take you through a flow that is really designed for women, particularly women over 50 years old. We're going to focus a little bit on pelvic floor, on core strength, but also on the hips and on hip strength. So with yoga, we can really do so much for our core strength, for our whole body strength. And when we do more dynamic movement in yoga and load bearing, we can really strengthen the hips. So if we do have a fall, then hopefully the hips will be fine. So this is, it's got all the main focus that we need as women over about 50 years old. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments after the video. And we're going to start lying down. So just coming to lie down on your mat. You can start in any position you like, maybe butterfly legs, or maybe just a simple shavasana shape with the legs out to the sides. Allow yourself just to settle in, soften the face. Just let go of the day. Allow yourself to move to that place of inner stillness, inner quiet within you. Just noticing the breath. Maybe engaging your Ujjayi or oceanic breath here. In through the nose and out through the nose, just as if you're trying to fog up a mirror. And let's get started. So you can walk the feet back in towards you. And I want you just to bring the hands onto the lower belly. And just observe that you've got a natural gap between the lower back and the mat here. And that's right. We're going to maintain that gap. And I want you just to now tilt the pelvis. So maybe bring one finger onto the pubic bone and tilt the pelvis. So keeping the lower back, or pressing the lower back to the floor now, tilting the pubic bone towards the rib cage and the lower back presses to the mat, and then releasing that tilt and you get that gap between the back and the mat again, and then again tilting pubic bone towards the rib cage. Okay, so that's the action. Let's link the breath now. So when you're ready, you can keep your hands on the lower belly or on the pubic bone, or you can bring them to the sides now. And it may help to close the eyes. I always close my eyes when I do any pelvic floor work. So when you're ready, let's inhale, balloon the belly out. And exhale, pelvic tilt, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor up. Inhale, relax the belly. And exhale to tilt. Inhale, relax belly. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, relax. Exhale to tilt, that's 4. We'll do 4 more. Inhale, relax belly. Exhale to tilt. Inhale, relax. And exhale to tilt. Inhale, relax belly. And exhale to tilt the pelvis. Inhale, relax. And exhale to tilt the pelvis. Squeeze and lift. Good. And release. From here, we'll do the same thing, but just roll up into bridge. Inhale, relax the belly. And exhale, pelvic tilt, squeezing and lifting up to bridge. Inhale at the top. And exhale to lower down. Inhale, balloon the belly out. Exhale, pelvic tilt, squeeze and lift, coming up to bridge. Inhale at the top. And exhale to lower down. Inhale, balloon the belly. And exhale, tilt the pelvis, rising all the way up to bridge, squeeze and lift. Inhale. And exhale, release back down. Good. Coming all the way back down. Okay, so from here we're going to work into the core. So you can bring the knees over the hips. Bring the left hand onto the left thigh. See if you can draw navel to spine to ground the belly into the mat. So you're really connecting the core muscles already. Let's bring the right arm up. We're going to work just into the right side to start. So inhale here and exhale, extend and hover right side. Inhale back and exhale, extend and hover. Inhale back, exhale, extend. Inhale back, exhale, extend. Inhale back and exhale, extend. Inhale back to center and exhale, release, and we'll just switch sides. We're going to do 5 to the left side too. So maintain that right hand onto the leg, draw navel into spine, already working here. Inhale, extend, exhale, neutral. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good, and release. You can hug in, just give a little rock from side to side, releasing the lower back. And then from here, we're just going to bring the knees down to the right side. Look over the left shoulder. Extend the arms. And just see if you can anchor the left shoulder a little bit closer to the ground. Relax the face. And you can close your eyes at any time. Just encouraging the nervous system to down-regulate. Steady the breath. Just moving a little bit deeper into stillness as we go through this flow. And let's come back to center and just find your twist the other way. Right shoulder anchors to the ground as much as possible. And coming back to center now, and you can roll to one side to come up, or you can just bring the hands behind the knees and rock and roll on the spine a few times to make your way up. Coming all the way up, and then just taking a sip of water, making any adjustments you need to hair or clothing, and making your way, when you're ready, into your all fours, so you can set up in a tabletop position. And when you arrive in your table, I want you to start taking some figures of 8s or circles. So moving in a way that feels intuitive for you. Circling, or just these big figures of 8 motions. And taking it back round the other way if you were doing your figures of 8s or circles. And let's come to neutral with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll find our cow cat here. So when you're ready, neutral spine. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale to round and contract. Inhale, forward. And exhale to round. Inhale, forward. And exhale to round. And coming back to center now, we'll bring the knees in together and take alternate arms and legs, so stretching and reaching the right leg back, toes pointing down as if you wanted to make an imprint on the wall behind you. So really engaging the lower back strength here, lifting the left arm forward if that's possible, navel to spine, really engaging the core, the glutes, and then releasing down, and just second side. Reaching forward with the crown of the head, reaching through the back foot. And releasing. And then from here, making your way into your first downward dog. So you can walk the feet back, paddle out the legs left and right. And when you're ready, we're just going to bend the knees and look forward and travel up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, let's lengthen out the spine, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, looking up. And exhale, palms to the heart. So just taking a moment here to ground in your Tadasana. Let's bring the feet hip width apart. Grounding through both feet, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Engaging the thighs, kneecaps, glutes, tucking the chin lightly in. When you're ready, inhale, arms rise. And exhale, crescent over to the right. You can bring your right hand onto the right hip or down the leg or anything else you want to do here. Keep lifting through the midline as well as crescenting over. And then inhale back up. And exhale, twisting the other way. Inhale, come back. Exhale to cactus, open the arms. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale. We're just going to bow all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands back behind you, interlacing the hands. Inhale, let's open up the chest. And exhale, folding over the thighs. Seeing if you can pull the hands up and away. If it's too much for shoulders, just simply bring yourself in an alternative position. So you can still get into the shoulders, but not quite as strongly. Perhaps hands on the elbows here or anything else. Relax the head down. And release, hands to the ground. From here, drop the tailbone down. Let's unfurl, coming slowly up to stand. Making your way all the way up. Good. From here, we're going to start to work strongly into the hips. So bringing the feet hip width apart, let's come into chair. So sink the hips down. Drop the hips as low as possible. Nearly all the weight is in the heels. Now see if you can engage the lower belly to just find even a little bit more length in the lower back. Inhale here. And exhale, sink down even a little lower. Inhale, come back. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, bring the hands together. Little mini back bend. And exhale, palms to your heart center. So we're going to bring the weight, first of all, into the right foot and find one-legged Tadasana. So you can either keep that left foot down if balance is a challenge or too much of a challenge. And you can, if possible, bring the foot up. Really engage through that standing leg. And then from here, let's see if you can bring the hands to your heart center and start to tilt the hips down. We're going to step the left foot back, maybe all the way back. Sinking the hips down. And then using your arms to help with balance here, let's bring the arms back. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, hands to the heart, flowing back. So this is a little bit of a balance challenge when we start to take it further, but just notice how hard your hips are having to work, how hard the legs are having to work for this one. So we're really trying to build bone density and strength with this, as well as really fostering balance. So when you're ready, inhale, come forward. And exhale to flow back. That's 3. Number 4, inhale. And exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale to come back. Hold it here for a couple of breaths. And then looking down at the front foot, let's frame that front foot and just drop the back knee down here. And we'll find our low lunge and Vinyasana. So front knee is over the ankle, sinking the hips down here, engaging the front of the left thigh and the left glutes. And let's bring the arms up here. Just letting the shoulders relax down the back. And see about bringing the hands interlinked behind the head and just drawing the elbows back, opening up here. And when you're ready, coming back up and releasing down. We're going to find a version of lizard, bringing the right foot out now, maybe bringing the back knee back a bit, and just find some movement. So all we're trying to do here is just really open up the hips. So just finding the range of movement that feels good for you and your body here. And you can always find some stillness after a while of moving. If you've got blocks or cushions at home, you can always bring them underneath the hands or underneath the forearms if you come down lower. You can also roll onto the outer edge of that right foot if you want to, so right onto the outer edge of the foot. Head and neck relax wherever you are. And then from here, making your way back now. So we're going to, from here, pivot the left shin out, bring that right foot to the back of the mat and find your adjusted Vajrasthana side plank. So option 1 is here. Option 2, you can lift up the right leg, flex the foot so toes point towards you. So you're really engaging through the right glutes, the whole leg, as well as through the core here. And then from here, bringing the right foot down, let's lift up to your gate pose, side body stretch. Maybe looking up, finding a little more space, and then inhaling, and exhale to lower back down. Good, coming back to center now, and we're just going to step the left foot to the top of the mat, plant the right hand, find your twist. Open up here and then releasing down. From here we're going to flex the back foot and see if you can step forward to the top of the mat. So notice how you have to move, think about how you're going to orchestrate this, and see if you can just press into that back foot and step forward. Halfway lift to lengthen, exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. Good, so second side now. We'll bring the weight this time into the left foot. And let's see about finding that one-legged Tadasana on the left side. Breathe here, keep the right foot flexed if you can. And let's bring the hands to the heart. Start to move back. Don't need to step as far back as I'm going. If it feels possible, you can, but don't worry if it's a shorter stance than I've got. You're still really working the hips. And let's engage the arms to help. Drawing them back. Inhale to power back up. And exhale, hands to the heart, flowing back steadily. Inhale. And exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Breathing here. And then bringing the hands down, dropping the back knee down, finding your low lunge, sinking the hips down and reaching the arms up. Just check your front ankle is underneath the front knee. And this time let's see about opening up the heart space like this, cactusing the arms open. Inhale to come back. Exhale down. Find your lizard. Adjusting as you need to. And then finding your repertoire of movement that feels supportive for you. Maybe finding stillness in any particular shape. And releasing from the pose, we'll step the left foot back this time to the back of the mat. Bring the right foot out, pivot it out. You want your right knee to be more or less in line with the left foot. And find your side plank. Your version, so first version I'm showing now. Beautiful side opener. You can always lift the leg up if you did that on the other side. Keeping the toes pointing forward, so you're engaging through the whole leg as well as the core. Reaching forward through the crown of the head. And then bringing the left foot down up into a gate pose. Side body stretch. And making your way back to the top of the mat. And we're going to come back to center, step the right foot forward this time. Left foot plants into your twist. And release down. From here, you can step back into a table or plank pose. Lower yourself down to the mat. Hands come underneath the shoulders. And you're going to roll the shoulders back. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Tuck the elbows to the waist. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift up. Exhale. One more just like this, maybe a little higher. Exhale. Inhale up through table or plank. Making your way back to downward dog. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths here. So any stress or worries that you have got going on in your life, we're going to exhale them out. Big inhale. Exhale, letting go. And again, inhale. And let go. Good. So from here, picking up the right leg, finding some circles into that right hip. Couple of circles in each direction. And then when you're ready, sending that leg back straight and square, looking forward, big inhale. And exhale, we're going to step to the top of the mat. Don't worry if that doesn't happen in one step, just make your way there however you can. We're going to make our way up into high lunge, so both feet pointing forward, left foot nice and dynamic and flexed if possible, and bringing the arms up. So your shoulders are stacked over the hips, and just breathe here. And one more inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms open, front heel in line with back heel or arch. Check the back arm is parallel. And see if you can really power into the back foot as much as the front foot. Lifting up from the base of the spine. Finding that presence and focus in the pose. Inhale, let's reach up and back, reverse warrior, maybe looking up. Breathe here. And then come back up and find your side angle pose. So the right forearm can come onto the front leg. Left arm may come up and may come forward. And you're hardly putting any weight at all on that front arm. The strength is coming from other places in your body, especially the left side obliques. Inhale, reach up and back, straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle, big stretch to the right side. Breathe here. And then with strength, come back up. Good. From here, you can heel toe the left foot in a few inches. And we're going to, again, tee out the arms. Engage the legs, the inner thighs, and lift the pelvic floor here. And then start to reach forward and open up the arms. So I don't really want you to go too low here. I just want you to really engage through the core, and through the pelvic floor, and find that expansion through the shoulders. Keep open and through the top shoulder, don't let it collapse in. Good. Inhale. And exhale, come back up. Good. Bringing the hands now onto the hips. The feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. Let's inhale, little mini back bend, squeeze the hips forward. And exhale, start to fold forward. And then when you arrive, you can probably bring the feet quite a bit wider. You can nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Let go of any tension. And just breathe here in your forward fold. Forward folds are wonderfully calming for the nervous system. Helping the body to calm down, the mind to become quiet. Good. And when you're ready, you can lift up halfway, lengthen out the spine. We're going to just walk the hands to the top of the mat and see about stepping the right foot back here. And then see if you can lower down to the mat, so you can shift the weight forward and lower down in one line, or knees, chest, forehead down. Find your cobra pose. And make your way back to downward dog, passing through tabletop position or plank pose, back to downward dog. And this time we're going to pick up the left leg, find a couple of circles in each direction into that left leg. And then sending that leg back, looking forward, big inhale. And exhale, sending the leg to the top of the mat. And it's a really difficult transition to step forward in one step, so don't worry if it didn't happen, it really doesn't matter. Bringing the arms up and just, again, finding that focus in your high lunge, finding the symmetry in your body. And then from here, opening to warrior two. Taking the time to settle in. pressing into both feet. Inhale, reach up and back with us, warrior. Breathe here, maybe looking up. And bring back up into your side angle pose. Keep trying to open through the top shoulder. Inhale, reaching up and back, straighten the front leg out. Reverse triangle, breathe here. And then make your way back up. Again, you can walk the back foot in a few inches perhaps. And let's find our Trikonasana. So first of all, see if you can really engage the legs and really draw the pelvic floor up, and then start to find that expansion. Inhaling, exhaling one last triangle, and then making your way back up. Good, so from here we'll find our goddess squat, so you can bring your feet out at about 45 degrees. I'm just going to turn around so I haven't got my back to you anymore. So 45-degree angle. First of all, find your star opening up here, and then start to sink the hips down as if you're sliding down a wall. Try and keep the back neutral, so you want to avoid a big curvature in the lower back here. Drawing navel to spine, maybe bringing the hands up, maybe flipping the palms up. Breathe here. Find that steady Ujjayi breath. And releasing, bring the hands onto the knees here. Just let the hands on the knees take the pressure off the legs. We're going to send the tailbone back, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, look under the left. Inhale, come back. And exhale to dip left shoulder, look over the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, we're just going to heel toe the feet in, find a yogi squat. If this is too much, you can avoid it and just come down to a seat now. See if you can engage the pelvic floor, wherever you are, whatever position you're in now. Just relax, and I'll guide you with the breath to just connect with the pelvic floor here, maybe closing the eyes down. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. And exhale, squeeze and lift up. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, relax. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Good, well done. So we're nearly there now, so you can just come down to a seat. Find a cobbler's pose, soles of the feet touching. And just find a nice tall spine first. And then you can start to fold forward. And from here, making your way back, and we're just going to come onto the belly. So you can lower yourself down onto the belly. Find a Sphinx pose. Open up the heart, press into the pubic bone. See if you can imagine dragging yourself forward on the forearms. And let's release. And from here, pressing up into your puppy pose. So you can either take puppy down on forearms. I've heard this called polar bear pose. So you can either stay here, relaxing head and neck. If you've got the flexibility in the shoulders, you can come down, the forehead on the ground, and reach the arms forward. Anahatasana literally means melting heart pose. And when you're ready, just releasing from the pose. And you can just swing the legs out in front of you. It's time for your Shavasana, very well deserved. So taking the time to make sure you can be comfortable in your Shavasana. Rolling onto your back now. Making sure the spine feels neutral, chin lightly tucked. And here just letting go of any control of the body, the breath, the mind. Just softening all the little muscles in the face, the jaw, the mouth. This is your precious time to really absorb, assimilate all the benefits of your practice, of the postures, of the pranayama breathing, your ujjayi breath. So really make the most of each precious moment here. This is the most important posture of all. And if you're able to at home, you can always take some more time in your Shavasana just by stopping the video now. If you need to carry on with the activities of your day or evening, depending on when you're practicing this, I'll guide you through waking up now. So you can start to deepen and lengthen the breath. Notice any sounds around you. Little wriggles of the fingers and toes or circles of the ankles and wrists now. It might feel nice to take a full body stretch, reaching through the fingers and toes and relaxing everything back down into the mat and just rolling onto your right side, making a pillow for your head with your hand or your arm now. And just resting here for a few more breaths. Keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft. Using your outer hand to press up to a seat now. Any seated, cross-legged position that feels good for you. It doesn't have to be cross-legged. And bringing your hands wherever feels comfortable for you, maybe one over the other, on the upper chest, just connecting with your breath here. Noticing how still the body and how quiet the mind. And just having a moment of gratitude here. Noticing what it is you feel truly grateful for in your life. And you can bring your hands now into prayer position at your heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me. I'll hopefully see you soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave comments if you like this video. Thank you.